Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have an assumptions video, particularly marriage assumptions. We will be dispelling a few assumptions, or in some cases confirming those assumptions. So let's get into it. So the first assumption that I normally come across from my single friends is that when you're married, you are having sex all day, every day. No. Like, no. No. So no, guys. Like when you when you're married or living with your partner, that is definitely a myth. When you live with your partner or when you're married, you don't have sex all the time. You just don't. Maybe you take it for granted because it's always there, like it's available and it's in abundance, but you don't. You carry on with your normal life. You don't have sex all the time. Like, you have sex often, but not all the time. I guess for us it's even less often because we have a toddler, so we normally have to wait for the child to sleep, or we have to have the child not in the house at all. And I'm telling you, to wait for a toddler to sleep, by the time your toddler sleeps, she or he will have tired your ass out, like yo. And even when there is no child, I know when my child goes on holiday, we just like, sex is there. We have it more often, obviously, because the child's not there, but not all day every day, guys. Like, seriously, not all day every day. It's a myth, baby. So it's a myth, guys. It doesn't happen like that. Another myth that I've come across is that when you get married, it's this fairy tale. Yo, guys, it's not. Like, it's not a fairy tale. You are basically having to mesh up your life with another adult. Anna, baby. No, I'm taking a video. No. Oh, yeah. It's hard, guys. Like, I think the first year is the hardest because you are learning each other's schedules and you are, I don't know how to put it, but it's hard, guys. Like, yo, I don't know if it's me, but having someone else in your space all the time, it's not an easy thing. Like, that synchronization is so hard. But I think once you get it, it's all systems go. Once you get the synchronization right, then it's all systems go, because this is the person that you picked. Then then it's like So another one is that the honeymoon phase ends basically with your honeymoon. Now, we are Africans, so most of the time we don't have honeymoons. Other people do, obviously. I mean, I'm not generalizing anyone into my box, but most people that I know have never had honeymoon. So the honeymoon stage, I would say, like, it doesn't end in that let's say a month that you guys are supposed to go to honeymoon. It doesn't. It comes and goes. Honeymoon stage in a marriage or in a long-term relationship, it comes and goes. I mean, in the last, me and my husband now, I would say we are back in the honeymoon stage because we touchy feely, we are in love again, and then it will go. It'll just go again, and then for some time, and then we'll just cohabitate and be people who live together and be nice roommates, and then it will come back again, and we won't be able to keep our hands off each other, and then honeymoon stage, it comes and goes. It doesn't really end with the traditional honeymoon stage. It doesn't really end there. It really comes and goes in a marriage. So another one that I normally get when I'm on Twitter is that marriage is hard, marriage is a battlefield, marriage is something that you need to survive. Oh, guys, no. Marriage is challenging. I won't lie. It's there's times when it's just challenging, but it's not something that I feel like I would survive. Like marriage is not traumatic. There's this notion on South African Twitter that marriage is traumatic, and not to dispel other people's experiences, but it shouldn't be. Like my marriage and couples that I surround myself with, they don't have traumatic marriages. There's nothing that is so traumatic that they would need to recover from or to survive. Hi guys, marry kind people, marry genuine people, marry people who want to be married, so that you don't have to go through the worst, so you don't have to go through the fire. Because the things that I've read on social media about marriage, guys, it's not it. Please don't be afraid of marriage. Like, don't read those things and think that that's what marriage is. It's not. It's their experience of marriage. For whatever reason, maybe they married the wrong person, maybe they married someone who wasn't ready to get married, or maybe they themselves are the toxic ones. But that's not what marriage is. Those are just toxic relationships. Please don't make the institution have a tainted name because you have a toxic situation. Please. Alright. Thank you. Third, fourth, I don't know what number we're on. But another one is the fact that kids ruin a marriage. Guys, I feel really bad for saying this, but it's true. Kids, guys, kids put strain on a marriage. Now it's no longer just you two. Now there's another person that you guys are responsible for, that you guys must think for. What are you stealing? I like it. When's that? Kids, guys, they will drive you insane, and then you will drive your partner insane. Guys, kids are a blessing. Let me tell you, kids are a blessing, but the strain they put on a relationship, So if you're going to have kids, I would suggest that you enjoy your marriage, like you enjoy married life for as long as you possibly can, and then have kids. Because, I mean, for us, we don't really know what marriage life is without another person. You don't just like breeze through it or leave your child with your parents maybe, or with a nanny, and you are actually active and present, it is bound to be strenuous because it is a very important job. Like, it's a job that you should take with the utmost seriousness, because you're going to release this human in the world and they will either do good or wreak havoc, and all of that is on you, baby. What? Ibuhlungu? Kusenjani? Okay. My child is literally the best thing that has ever happened to me. But they do put a strain in a marriage, I won't lie. They do. So, that's true. So guys, Alak is having just one of those days where she is just being the girl. Just showing me who's boss. So another one, guys, is that when you're in a marriage, it is a matter of constantly compromising. That part is true. But with limitations. Now, when I say constantly compromising, I don't mean compromising in big things like your husband must now come between you and being a feminist. Like, you must compromise and not be a feminist. I'm talking about compromising on small everyday things. It is a constant compromise festival, a marriage. For instance, you want to go to a movie. Your husband wants to go to dinner. It's a standoff, guys. You have to compromise. Someone has to compromise. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you must compromise. The compromise must be balanced. So what you guys can do is, okay, we go to a movie today and then tomorrow we go for dinner. Or we go for dinner today and tomorrow we go for a movie. You have to compromise because you guys are two separate people. In order for everyone to have their chance to do what they want to do or to be happy, you have to compromise. You can't run away from it. You have to compromise, guys. Like, you have to. But when it comes to the bigger things, like the more important things, the fundamental things, my thing is that even before you guys got together as a couple, you guys should have established that these are my fundamentals. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm not willing to do. So those things shouldn't even be a point of contention in your relationship. Your husband should know from the get-go, like from when you guys were dating, that you're a feminist. And if he thinks that now when you guys are married you will stop being a feminist because you put a ring on it, then there's something, I would think, fundamentally wrong in the relationship as a whole. Not saying you guys should throw the whole thing away, but you guys should go back to the drawing board and see how you can work it out. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Comment, like, and subscribe.